She's only 28 years old, suffering from Parkinson's. The men coveted her beauty and figure. But once you chase her, knowing that her disease cannot be cured, will cruelly throw her off. When Marie examines her breast skin in the hospital, a drug salesman took the opportunity to take a peek. She beat up this wretched fellow. But besides, this man is very handsome. Talking is also very funny. Just 2 sentences make a whole smile. To avoid falling, Mary leaves in a hurry. But this man not only has a guilty heart and a guts. She's still very thick-skinned. He found Mary phone. I don't want to ask someone to add coffee together. Anyway, you don't agree. I keep hitting. Mary had to agree. Meet for the second time. Sue know this man Rice. He saw Mary's left hand trembling. Do you mean Lee? This is a nervous expression. Mr. Expert, why are you nervous? Because you are interested in me. So am I nervous? Yes, you want to reject me in your heart. But your body doesn't say that. Such a connected man. There is also a pair of deep and charming blue eyes. Hormones in the body erupt like a volcano. Less than 2 minutes. Mary took Jamie home. But this is just the beginning. After this, no matter on the way to work, still on the way to business, as long as Mary calls, I think the Rice will appear immediately. Sometimes, Mary will even be in the middle of the night. Knock on Jamie's door suddenly. That time, they fought in Changton City at night. Let the relationship heat up quickly. GLI wants to confirm the relationship with Mary. But Mary politely refused. These years, she was hurt too much and too deeply by men. Mary Mingsy. Men just want her beauty and figure. I don't want to bear it with her at all. Disease torment in the future. Like Giemu. Flower-hearted salesman. Mary is even more afraid of deep friendship. In order to run business. Jamie County. Jamie flirts with warm wine and is merciful everywhere. He approached others with purpose. Once the purpose is reached, retired immediately. But now, he is the king of the sea. But fettered by a mermaid. I don't know when. Jamie wants to see Mary all the time. Even if you listen to the other party's voice on the phone, also made him feel very satisfied. Mary went on a business trip that day. I promised to return that night. Jamie arrived at the station on time. But waited there all night. I saw Mary who came home late. Never a man. Waiting for myself so seriously. Mary was so moved at that moment. She promised to formally associate with Jamie. But not long. Jamie's life has changed dramatically. A drug for treating male diseases in 1998. Born in the pharmaceutical company where Benme is located. Time swept the US housing to the world. Even the presidential candidate are all endorsing this drug. There is even a panic buying phenomenon in the hospital. By selling this medicine, Jamie quickly became a nouveau riche. He took Mary to buy a sports car and travel together. The most comfortable getting along in love is your favorite. I just like it too. Feng Li likes. Use images to record life with outstanding skills. Ji Lai likes. Snuggling by Mary's side, working and reading. That period of time is their happiest day. One night, Mary asked Jamie to tell her 4 strengths. Jamie suddenly lost his confidence. From small to large. He has never been recognized by his family. His parents hope he can become a medical expert. But he gave up his studies. Became a salesman selling drugs. Mary crouched down. Stroking Jamie. Tone said more than a dozen advantages of Lamy. In the affectionate confrontation between the two, Jamie and Mary's eyes, I saw the full of shining light. This kind of heartfelt recognition. Not to please, not to flatter. That moment. Jamie's deep-rooted inferiority complex seems to be cured. This power, from the deepest part of 2 souls. Jamie has completely changed. Those who spend time and drink. He has no interest. No matter how great the temptation outside, he will always go home on time. Beside the beloved woman. Jamie, who was planning to confess, suddenly feel my heart hurt. A little out of breath. Mary thought he had heart disease. But Jamie said, I love you. What? Not deliberate expression. Not to please. This sentence, I love you. Out of instinct. Jamie says, he has never said those 3 words in his life. Regardless of parents or brothers and sisters. Even for a cat. Never said. But at that moment, he couldn't control it and said it several times. Slowly Jamie got the idea of getting married. But Mary's condition started to worsen. Her tremor is getting worse. Even cropped the photo to open the medicine bottle. These simple actions become extremely difficult. This helpless made Mary's mood extremely bad. She said a lot of bad things. Deliberately pissed off Jamie. The breakdown of adults. Often in an instant. Would Rice at this time. I don't know how terrible Parkinson is. The protracted battle against the disease. It's not as simple as a hug. In a patient exchange activity. Middle-aged man tells Tammy. His wife is already in Parkinson's phase 4. I can't take care of myself at all. Waiting for his wife to wear clothes and change diapers every day. Looking at her demented and stiff face. All the goodness of the past is gone. There is only endless despair. The man said he loves his wife very much. But if you do it again, he will definitely choose a healthy woman. This really scared Jamie. He searched the internet for Parkinson's information. I knew that the middle-aged man was right. Jamie started to shake. After all, love is not the whole part of life. After that, he took Mary to seek medical treatment. Regardless of domestic and foreign OOO. Have to try. Various appointments and examinations. Got all kinds of disappointments. Tibetan raw pan is terrible. This kind of life groove is so great. Two people love to communicate and there is no laughter. Mary can't stand it. She chose to give up. But Jamie wants to try again. Don't you want to? Don't you want to? It's you who think this is too important for you. Coon ran, you need to know that I will get better so that you can love me. For Mary. Parkinson is already part of her life. She knows there is no cure for this disease. I also know what I will face in the future. But Sammy is afraid of the unknown. Start to panic. That's all. They broke up for good. 1 month later. When we meet again. Jamie says. He keeps calling her. Mary said. She already has a new boyfriend. Colleagues walk into the restaurant. Intend to celebrate a promotion for Jamie. Mary asks Jamie. Are you really planning to leave here? Go to headquarters management. Jamie hesitated for a moment, not waiting for answer. Mary left with excitement. The day of the big luggage. Jamie takes out the videotape. Listening to Mary's words of approval. This is not a deliberate show of goodwill between lovers. It's not just flattery between lovers. Mary thought from the bottom of her heart. Time with Jamie. It's nice to guide 1 second. Such a soul-fit woman. I will regret it for a lifetime if I miss it. Li drove out. On the highway. Finally chased Mary's bus. He asked Mary to get off at the service area. This time he is firm. There was no one before. Really think I'm good enough? Until I meet you. Then you make me believe in myself. So unfortunately, I need you. You also need me. No, I don't need. You need to. No, I don't need. You need to. Don't say so silly. Everyone needs care. I will make you pay more. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not fair. I'm just here to take care of you. I can't ask you to do that. No need for you to speak. Refuse love for the sake of love. This rejection is really great. Choose love for love. This firmness. Equally great and requires courage. Every day you're on your phone or in the subway. Rubbing shoulders with countless people. No one can really move your heart. Calendar. Even they will make you anxious and worry about gains and losses. Then you meet someone. Life system. Life will change forever. You start to learn to be calm and you start to know peace of mind. Love is so complicated and simple.